Hey guys, this is Aiden from Simply Development, and today we're going to be learning how to use REST APIs and JSON files with Node.js. Now, the first thing you're going to do is download one of these versions, the LTS or current. I recommend the current. I'm going to go into Visual Studio Code. You can use any code editor, and I'm gonna drag up the console, the integrated terminal. You can use, PowerShell or something. Now I'm gonna type in npm init to initialize my node package. Just press enter through all this stuff except for entry point. Unless you want to name your file index.js, you have to type in your file name or your ideal file name. So I'm gonna type in abc.js for my file name. Just gonna press enter for all of those, and then you should get a package.json file. Now I'm gonna make a file called abc.js. You make a file named whatever you named your file while initializing. Now, I'm gonna do a console.log hi, use the code runner from last terminal, or from the last tutorial, and this is me being an idiot here. I forgot to save my file. Make sure to save your file, okay? So, yeah. Just save your file, or else this is gonna happen to you. You're gonna try testing everything out to see if everything is working, but everything is working. And then this is when I realized I need to save my file. I'm gonna do node dot, and then I should get hi in the terminal. So I'm going to erase that text there, and then probably make a JSON file to store information. I'm going to do one more console.log statement before we make the file. Going to do test.json. Gonna do curly brackets. What a JSON file does is, store information. Right now, I'm gonna store a variable named message. Gonna type colon, then type that value. It's gonna be a string. You can use booleans, strings, and numbers in JSON files when defining a variable. Now I'm going to do const JSON equals require dot slash, that means like a local file, test dot JSON. Gonna put down a semicolon. Gonna do JSON dot message. Okay, now I'm gonna do node dot in the terminal, and then I should get hello world. You should also get hello world if you're following along with this tutorial. Now, what if you wanted like multiple values? Just gonna put a comma and then enter it. And then gonna write my second value, message to hola señor, and then console dot. Just gonna put a comma there, JSON dot message to. Gonna save my file, go in the terminal, type node dot, and then I should get hello world hola señor. If you're following along with this tutorial, you should get a similar response. Now I'm gonna find a good REST API. I'm gonna use dunked123 or however you pronounce it. I probably butchered that name, but I'm gonna use for random string. Random string /9. Do Explorer and I'm able to render this definition. So I'm going to copy and paste that, go into a new tab, and then I should get a data variable. I'm going to go back to Visual Studio Code, copy and paste that URL again, const JSON equals require that URL. Gonna console.log. JSON dot data. I'm gonna try that. Go into terminal, save my file, and press no dot. Now I'm gonna get an error saying that it cannot find module that URL, and that's when super agent comes in, the best and node package in the world. Well, in my opinion. So I'm gonna do npm install super agent. Just gonna wait for that to install. It shouldn't take like too long to install, but it'll take a while. Okay, now super agent is done installing. You should get a package lock.json file, and you should also get a node modules folder. So I'm gonna go into the abc.js file, const sa equals require super agent. You can name this variable whatever you want. Like, I don't care what you name it. But you're gonna use that later in the code. So we're gonna do super agent dot get the URL. We're gonna get the URL. Dot end error, and then res. Gonna do an arrow function. Console.log res dot status, and then console.log res dot body dot date dot success, and then console.log res dot body dot data. I'm gonna semicolon all of that. Gonna put a semicolon everywhere. Gonna save the file. Go into terminal, type node abc or node dot m43 undefined. Now I was kind of wondering at first, why isn't this working? So I'm gonna use a different REST API called Poke API, however you want to say it. Actually, never mind. I'm probably going to use a dunked API. I'm actually just going to put an if error console.log error statement. Now, I'm gonna look here, and it's probably gonna say access denied because it was a 403 status code, and 403 means access denied or you don't have the permissions. See error forbidden. I'm going to use an API called Poke API or Poke API, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to go to pokeapi.co and then look at some of the stuff. Now I'm going to copy the URL in to here into my file. https pokeapi.co/api/v2/Pokemon/ditto. Now I'm done with that tab. Gonna go full screen with Visual Studio Code. Okay, gonna console.log the body and the status. Now you see I got all of this, response. Now I'm gonna do res.body.name to console log the name plus /n plus res.body.weight. That's how much of the Pokemon weighs. Node dot 200 ditto 40. That was my response. The name was ditto, the status was 200, and the weight was 40. Now that's going to be it for this tutorial. I'm very glad you came and watched this tutorial. Thanks. Bye.